Well, there's a mysterious lesson that I've been learning for many years, and it's becoming even more mysterious, maybe. And it would be given a label, from the mind world of a paradox. A paradox. My teacher, my meditation teacher, Purvalide, often would speak of paradox, how the mind can't quite grasp a paradox. And paradox, it isn't able to control it, right? Where to begin with paradoxes? How can emptiness be experienced as fullness? I just experienced that just then. Emptiness experienced as fullness. I don't understand it. How about the tears that are inseparable from joy or suffering, happiness or sadness, those tears? One of my favorite ones, because it's such a physical example of paradox, is that how can one thing be experienced as two things? I mean, in a way, that's what a paradox is. Maybe, and it's this. How can a sigh be an expression of tension and at the same time be a release from tension? It's both things. Well, maybe I'm manufacturing it here, but you know what it is. I don't know if there's little paradoxes and big paradoxes, but this seems like a big one. This one, it's a big one. I'm reaching an age where my friends, my family, people I know directly and indirectly are passing away. My very best friend passed away 1 month ago. I don't think I can even utter his name, It's too personal. And a good friend passed away less than a week ago. But as he left, he gave me a final blessing. I was sitting in the circle Saturday night, and it was very sacred. And there was the glow of the lights, which actually my friend had purchased, his family had purchased for the center. There was the glow of the lights, and we were doing a practice. It was remembrance, practice of remembrance. And I stopped. And I knew he was gone. Unequivocally, I knew it, absolutely. I chose not to tell anyone. I mean, it would interfere with things. But I knew it. And I missed him. I missed him. The next day, one of my friends who had experienced much of the same thing helped me see it in a way that I love, that I appreciate. In the mind, we kind of make these things a little bit too exact, and not really this exact, but he had faded out those last days, the last hours, and I was no longer feeling him in my heart, he was gone. I didn't feel him. And then he passed away, his last in-breath. And I felt him, his presence, deep within. the wholeness of his being as an inner presence. So here's the paradox, of course. Here he is, passed away and gone, and I'm feeling him in maybe a deeper way and in a more appreciative way than I ever have. I'm feeling him. And I'm mourning the passing of the outer. And what generates that mourning is an awareness of him, the inner. And so his final blessing to me is helping me to perceive and feel the inner.